Now, until recently, you've been able to get electric compact cars, electric luxury cars, sometimes even electric hypercars and sports cars. But we have not been overburdened with electric SUVs.
And yet now, all of a sudden, there are 4. You can have a Jaguar I-Pace, a Tesla Model X, a Mercedes EQC,
or there's this, it's the Audi e-Tron. I don't know about you, I think it's quite a good looking thing. Like SUVs, it has quite a tall roofline, although it is relatively lowish to the ground still. But like the best SUVs, it is four-wheel drive.
Now, Volkswagen Group, of which Audi is a part, does have its own, will have its own, exclusive electric architecture, but this car is not on it. So unlike the Jaguar I-Pace or the Tesla Model X, I mean obviously the Tesla Model X, this isn't an electric only platform. Instead, this architecture is an adapted one from the regular Q5 SUV.
At the front is one electric motor making 181 horsepower. At the rear is another with 221 horsepower. Together they make 400 horsepower plus and 487 pounds-foot of torque if you select boost mode. In that case, the e-Tron will hit 62 miles an hour in 5.7 seconds, which is almost as fast as a Honda Civic Type R.
Which is good going given the e-Tron's weight, because bear in mind that beneath me is a 95 kilowatt hour battery. Now, the fact that it's mounted low does help reduce the car's centre of gravity, centre of mass. The problem is it weighs some 700 kilos, which contributes quite a lot then to this car's overall mass of 2,490 kilos. This is a 2.5 ton car. So instead of driving the Audi fast, it is easier, better, more satisfying, I think, to sit back, relax and enjoy what is quite a good executive car cabin, and be in no doubt that from £70,000 plus, the e-Tron is an executive car. But its interior is up to it. Fit and finish is really good. I mean, Audi makes good cabins. It's just something it does well. I would prefer more hard buttons, so the heating, ventilation and stuff is on a lower touchscreen. But at least it's always in the same place, and you get a little wrist pad to rest your arm on. The upper touchscreen means that you don't have to take your eye quite so far off the road as you used to, but I just miss slightly the old Audi MMI controller. But in the absence of outright dynamics and with this nice interior, it is easier to sit back, relax and just listen to very little. Now, there is a thing with electric vehicles in that because of the absence of engine noise, other noises are accentuated. So I'm noticing road noise more, I'm noticing wind noise more. In fact, you can get, optionally, cameras to replace mirrors, which improves both the drag coefficient but also should reduce the wind noise too. But either way, although you notice other noises more, overall, this is a very Now, the official range, according to the latest European Drive Cycle, is something like 245 miles or thereabouts, which is a little bit less than is claimed on the Jaguar I-Pace. But in our experience, the kind of range is 200 and a bit, 200, just over 200, in either of them actually, in normal everyday driving.
The Audi can be charged on a 150 kilowatt fast charger, in which case you can get 80% of the juice into it in 30 minutes. On a 7 kilowatt charger that's more typical in a UK home, it'll take a rather more leisurely 13 hours from flat. But that is not how people drive these cars. The modus operandi for most EV users is to charge at home overnight and then travel a relatively regular commute in the daytime.
A regular commute that in the e-Tron is about as relaxing as they come.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you click the little bell icon for post notifications, you'll never miss another Autocar video.